Welcome back to Legal Matters, Kanuni Mashware, and again we pick it up from the point we left off before. Shai Sahab, we discussed अभी कर रहे थे, अभी आप mention कर रहे थे about the issues relating to the visas and everything, and the new rules come in and how it's affecting the communities.
That's right. Yeah.
And आपने mention here अभी करा था, very importantly, that it's only the fact that there will be an extension to 3 years.
That's right.
3 months का जो मैं अभी 6 months का जो cut off कर रहे थे, तो थोड़ा सा आप इसे continue कर रहे थे, explain करने की, so that we can get that message.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the government stance is that they don't want people attracted to Britain purely for the sake of claiming benefits. So they want to stop benefit tourism, as it were. So a lot of these policies or rules in benefits have been, incorporated to stop this abuse, which the government thinks was happening, even though there are statistics which says that the people who, immigrants or non-British people, are less likely to claim benefits. However, in the media and in the perception of the general public, it's this that people who come here, they are only coming here to claim benefits, and that's why the government has been trying very hard to restrict the access to these benefits.
So basically, obviously they have to do something, and this is why it's what with the economy, and they're making a big emphasis on it. So obviously, we want the public to be aware. अगर आपके पास कोई issue about visa or any application जहाँ feel करते हैं you want a competent solicitor to help you, then please आप किसी को अपने वकील से रब्ता कर लें, या अगर आप चाहते हैं हमारे साथ contact करने के, we be more than happy. हमारी team as usual are very expert and well versed in this field, and we're going to be more than happy to help you. हमारी details आ रही होगी, और आप control room से भी हमारे telephone number ले सकते हैं, और इंशाल्लाह हम आपको उसमें information और help पूरी मज़ीद help करेंगे फिर. Raj,
हाँ जी,
आपसे मुझे ये बात करना है. You mentioned about stop and search.
Search, yeah.
अगर if this situation happens, what about the legal cost of it implication? थोड़ा सा ये बताएं, because I want that the views to understand where they can get help from commercial.
Again, there are two tests we have. A person needs to pass. One is the mean test. One is in the interest of justice to get legal aid. The minimum husband and wife's income should not be more than £12,750 approximately, and even the income is more than that. Again, on exceptional hardship, we can appeal and get legal aid. We can represent them through legal aid, or if not, we can come to some arrangement for them to pay the fees privately, which we keep it minimum. And I have, and my team has in-house barristers, a very good experience. Some of them are 28 years qualified, so we can help anyone, on any matter relating criminal, road traffic, family
dispute जो होती है, इस वजह जो domestic violence में हो रहा है,
because social services, I mean the children have been taken away by the social services. We can also assist them on legal aid. Any matter.
थोड़ा सा ये बताएं, जो आपने भी मेंशन करा, जैसे घर में प्रॉब्लम आजकल हो जाती, बच्चे शिकायत कर देते हैं स्कूल में जाके, my parents have done this, and वहाँ पुलिस आ जाती है, your child has been neglected and abuse is taking place. उसके बारे में how are we going to help them, because obviously the child can be taken into care, and then social services are going to come into it. But what about the point that जो किसी को parent को interview करने के ले गए, बंद कर दिया, suspected that abuse हो रहा है, ये आजकल बहुत हो रहा है.
Again, this is a normal procedure for police to investigate. Again, they have a right to speak to a lawyer, and then any person who is attending by appointment or is been arrested, the family member can contact us, or that person can contact us directly, and we can represent that person to the best of our ability.
Okay. So basically, legal aid is funded, available.
Yeah, legal aid is available.
ये important चीज़ है.
Yeah, depends on the means. Again, people still get legal aid depending on their circumstances, personal circumstances.
Okay.
So that should not be an issue. But the point I'm trying to make is that any person who's involved in any investigation by the police, whether it's a fraud, DHS fraud, assaults, anything, contact us. We will be more than happy to help you, and we can get legal aid. We have a franchise, so they don't need to pay anything depending on the circumstances and financial situation. That's why we are here to help assist.
Imran sahab, आप ये भी mention करते चलें that it's not only just here, we can cover the region. So if there is a problem, then we can take on this जो भी उनकी problem होगी, you can cover it.
Cover it.
It's nationwide, not just
you
need to Manchester,
travel anywhere, London, Manchester, Sheffield. Anywhere in UK we can go and represent. That's not an issue. Distance is not a problem. Just get in touch. Even if you want free legal advice at any time, obtain our number from the studio. We are more than happy to assist you, help you, advise you, and if you wish us to represent you, and then we are more than happy to help you represent you as well.
Thank you, Raj. आपसे भी continue करेंगे इस पे, and शायद obviously with the new rules come in, visitors के उन्होंने जो bond scheme डाल दी, this payment of about £3,000.
That's right, yeah.
इसके थोड़ा सा बताएं. Obviously that will be returnable. It
is returnable, but obviously the person who is sponsoring the person to come over here as visitor, he is required to deposit that bond. And the idea is that there was abuse of the visitor visa as well in the past. That's what the government felt, and they basically wanted to counter the abuse, and one way which they thought it could be done is by making the sponsorer, person who sponsors the visitor, to pay and make sure that that person would leave before or at the end of their legal expiry of the visa. So this is a pilot scheme. Obviously, it's already been brought out in certain specific areas. It's not been rolled out throughout the UK, but it is specifically targeting certain countries. So there are certain African countries which are being targeting for this bond scheme. Obviously, the Indian subcontinent, that is also part of it, but it's not been rolled out obviously to everybody. So
also, Shahid, आपको पता होगा the visitors, your visa, there's no longer an appeal.
Again, the government stance is that if you made a mistake on your application, or there were some issues which were highlighted by the immigration officer who was dealing with your application, and if those reasons were valid and genuine, then as long as you can make a fresh application and address those issues, then you would be granted your visa.
And once you've done your 6 months stay, or within that period, you'll get the £3,000 back to the sponsor. Will get it back.
Yeah, the sponsor will, as long as the visitor leaves.
Equally, we'll just talk about, we can help people in the business visas.
That's
so अगर लोग सुन रहे हैं इस वक्त, अगर आप देख रहे हैं प्रोग्राम, अगर आप चाहते हैं या इस वक्त UK में एंटर करने के from Pakistan or from wherever, then we can help you. Because there is a number of possibilities how we can help you. One way is business visa. People have been making inquiries. उन्होंने बहुत सारे हमें ईमेलें भी भेजी थी जिस पे हमने उनको काफ़ी इंफॉर्मेशन भेजी. So again हम व्यूज़ को ये देंगे कि अगर आप इसको डिस्कस करना चाहते हैं, then we've got the expertise and a very competent team. Solicitors, मैं खुद solicitor हूँ, हमारी team जो सारे well versed हैं, the solicitors, advocates, and have the experience to help you. शायद visitor, ये जो अभी बात कर रहे थे business visa, now उसकी थोड़ी सी requirement है and थोड़ा सा उसमें change आए हैं. Like for example, if you get a local partner, the amount कम है, so you need to show around about £50,000.
Yeah, it's not a partner. It's basically if you've got a financial institution which is actually thinks that your business idea is viable and good enough. And if they are willing to invest 50,000, or they give you a promise that they will invest 50,000 in your idea, then that is an alternative way of.
इससे थोड़ा सा मैं अगर उर्दू में बता देंगे, if you don't mind, because हमारे views majority predominantly are listening to this program. Thank you. In English is very good. But थोड़ा सा ये बताएं, जी जो आपने बताया £50,000 if you get like a sponsor job आपने बताया.
Yeah, 50,000 का जो rule है वो ये है कि अगर आपके पास कोई ऐसा institution है जो कि गवर्नमेंट अप्रूव्ड है और वो आपको 50,000 तक आपके बिजनेस आइडिया में जो है वो इन्वेस्ट करता है, तो आपको जो है फिर जो 2 लाख की जो रिक्वायरमेंट है 200,000 पाउंड, वो उससे आप एग्जाम्प्ट हैं. आप यानी कि 2 ट्रैक हैं, या तो 50,000 या 200,000. तो अगर आपके पास कोई ऐसा है वाइबल स्पॉन्सर जो आपके बिजनेस आइडिया में 50,000 तक कंट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए तैयार है, तो आप जो है वो जो एंटरप्रेन्योर वीज़ा की,
मगर उसमें ये भी है ना, अगर कोई बंदा 100,000 पाउंड 200,000 पाउंड टोटल मनी ले, they need to show, but they get somebody from यहाँ का UK का कोई बंदा बिजनेस में आना चाह रहा था, 100,000 पाउंड वो दिखा सकते हैं.
Yeah, I mean it's basically
that's a different from 50,000.
That's a different. The 200,000 requirement can be met by having 2 partners who are equally contributing 100,000 pound each. So it's not necessary, or it's not the requisite requirement that only one person who's applying for the entrepreneur visa should or must be able to come up with that 200,000 pound figure. It could be that half of the money is being contributed by like one brother, and the other half is being contributed by another brother or cousin or another business partner.
And so जब ये visa उनको मिलेगा, so obviously it's going to be for a period of how long? 3 years.
Yeah, initially you are given a visa for 3 years, and on submitting satisfactory accounts, reports, and proof that you have been employing UK employees, then you would be given a further 2-year extension on your visa. And upon completing 5 years of legal stay here, you would be entitled to apply for ILR.
Yeah, only then.
Only then.
ठीक है, we'll come back to that. अगर आप सुन रहे प्रोग्राम देख रहे, we can help you this. इतना complicated नहीं है जितना आप सोच रहे होंगे अभी, because different आपको ये figures उनको बताए. But अगर आपके कोई इरादे हैं बिजनेस करने के, then UK is still one of the best to come over it, even though recession be about, people are and the businesses are doing well. Abhi aaj ki news mein ye tha, the economy is doing well, and politically that sounds very good as well. So right sab, obviously leaving the political side of it out, aapse mujhe ye baat karna thi, ye caution and arrest. Now obviously people get caution, people get arrest. थोड़ा सा उसका एक्सप्लेन कर दें, तो कोई बंदा के मेरे मैं जॉब अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ, उसमें मुझे क्वेश्चन मिला था, do I disclose this क्वेश्चन की क्या है उनकी impact और उनकी implications?
Caution is that when somebody is arrested for a criminal matter and police thinks that it is not in the public interest to prosecute that person because it's a minor in nature, then they give him a caution, meaning slap on the wrist, don't do it again. Now that in theory is not a criminal offense, but it may go on his or her CRB check.
ये point है. Now आप जो कह रहे हैं, it's not that serious offense, it's a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
मतलब एक किसी को warning है.
It's a
तो क्यों है फिर CRB पे जाएगा ना? How can उसे हटाने का mechanism?
Right, हटाने का mechanism ये है कि they do not need to disclose to employer when they apply for any job. However, I will advise that they should be honest and tell them, and 9 out of 10 times it may be a minor in nature. And secondly, under the Rehabilitation Act, may be looked at that it is spent and then passage of time, the person has not committed any other offense for so long. And
is it 4 to 5 years?
No, it depends on each offense.
It's different, yeah.
Yeah, whether somebody got, even if it is not a caution, it's like a proper, a person has been convicted from court, again under the Rehabilitation Act 1974.
74, yeah.
It depends what type of offense it was and when it was spent. Again, I would advise those should be disclosed. Then a person's application will be looked at like more honestly. Nobody's perfect. People make mistakes, but that should not be held against them that oh, they committed a criminal offense many years ago and stop them from having job. Again, if something is incorrectly put on the CRB, and then we can also write to the relevant department to have it removed. So this is how we can help somebody who thinks that the conviction may be on the CRB, or for example, if somebody was arrested, charged, gone to court, and jury found him not guilty. Still, that is not a conviction, but it is still recorded on the CRB, and perhaps we can, with the supporting evidence from the court.
So we can help. Again, we can help these kind of cases.
Anything we can help.
ये तो आप काम करते हैं, and I know you've done dozens and dozens of that kind. So if you got any issues like this where you feel आपके CRB check में कोई मसला बना है या कोई छोटा मोटा भी issue है, then we have the team to help you with that, because this is again, it can affect you in many ways, jobs में or any further आपके future में, like you apply to study or any kind of positions you of authority or you may be going, that can have a detrimental effect. तो ये बताएं तो जी.
मैं ये भी कहने लगा था कि if you have any conviction of such, no matter how minor or serious it is, if you're traveling to United States, there's a requirement, they ask you, do you have any criminal conviction? And again, you have to disclose, but if they on the record it only shows, for example, assault, which is a violence, but we can explain in what circumstances the assault was committed and how mitigating circumstances were and how the person was found guilty, etc., or the court found him guilty, or the jury.
So this is a visa application going to US.
Yeah, and we can still help them explaining and persuading the embassy not to have that black mark against him, to deny him of getting any visa.
So again, visa can be helped, and issues around visas, job visas applications, then give us a call. You have it details. Again, sorry about आज की problem बहुत हुई है. We realize that जब भी हमारा छोटा ये program जो ना, it's not going to be the full length today, but inshallah next week से हमारा full length ही होगा. But we're trying to carry as much as possible. और आपकी email है हमें पता है आ रही हैं. We'll keep them coming. We'll be more than happy to give you advice and help on your concerns. Raj, अभी आप यही कह रहे थे ना about the visa के applications, you can help them on that. But there is a duty, obviously, by the authorities to make sure that if it's innocent party, then obviously they need to take that into account.
Of course, yeah.
And what about a compensation on that?
What compensation?
जैसे उन्होंने कोई गलती से किसी को wrongly been, his record's been there, wrongly been identified in this kind of way.
You mean somebody has got
he should not have been on a
custodial sentence, and he shouldn't have been, yeah?
Not custodial, but this caution, he should not have been on his custodial, though obviously he's gone down to the courts and he's been found guilty, and therefore he's where he is at the moment. But this caution,
again,
on a CRB, good job, Gary.
No, let me finish that other one. If somebody has received prison sentence for a matter which he denies, and the new evidence has come forward after he was convicted, and then if that person is wrongly was prisoned, then he is entitled to compensation.
Yes.
So we can also do that for him.
And this is again, we stop search, and people who've been police ki wajah se or any other reasons, we can help them people.
Yeah, sure.
And across the communities everywhere. That is important.
Yeah. आप क्या कह रहे थे?
मैं ये बात मेरी थी, आपने explain कर दी. Thank you very much for that. And शायद आपसे मुझे पूछना था, obviously ये UKB बोर्ड एजेंसी ने आजकल कैपिटा जो इनकी कंपनी है कैपिटा एनफोर्समेंट, तो ये जा रही है आजकल लोगों का ढूंढने के लेटर भेज रहे हैं, and people are worried about this. Letters आ जाते हैं and sometimes they've not done nothing wrong. एक कॉल आ रही है, उसे लेते हैं, उसे शामिल करते हैं, if we can come through. Again, very sorry, आपसे बहुत माजरत करते हैं, कॉलें आ रही हैं, we're not being able to take them calls. We know they're coming through, but we're very deeply sorry on behalf of the program and Hidayat TV as well. Inshallah next week, this will not be the problem. Shahid, as you was explaining.
Yeah, that's right. Obviously, the UKBA was in charge with enforcement of immigration rules, and obviously people who were found to be in breach, they were expected to be arrested, detained, and then deported. But obviously, due to maybe funding issues, this has now been outsourced to Capita Enforcement, and what they are doing is basically they're just writing letters, standard letters to everybody, which can be quite distressing. And not only that, some of our clients has actually complained that they've just been getting hold of their private mobile phone numbers and just sending them text messages.
So then,
exactly,
text messaging
speeding up,
texting people to deport or will deport you.
which is very good. I think it's very efficient service, that is.
So, ये तो आपकी privacy भी रहता है. They can pick up anything.
Exactly.
So this is what's happening.
Yeah. So I mean,
but text messages that UK border agencies
it has ethical implication. I don't think it's professional. Call आ रही है.
जी call आ रही है, से शामिल करते हैं, देखते हैं if it comes through.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
I don't think. जी.
वालेकुम सलाम.
हेलो जी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम. जी.
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम, आपकी आवाज़ आ रही है. Welcome to the Legal Matters. जी बोलें. Hello. आप जरा
क्वेश्चन ये करना है कि मैंने नेशनलिटी की एप्लीकेशन फाइल करनी है अक्टूबर में, एंड मुझे एक पेनल्टी चार्ज नोटिस मिला था ऑलमोस्ट 3 years बैक. पार्किंग टिकट था, तो मुझे उसको
जी.
Parking ticket is not counted, is it?
Not all of them.
It's not a criminal offence.
It's not.
Hello. I think the lines call drop okay.
Yeah.
And I think
parking ticket 3 years back. Basically, इसका जो मुख्तसर सा आंसर है वो ये है कि even though it is not a major offence getting a parking ticket, but you would still be advised to disclose it. Tell them that yes, I did receive a, and that way you basically disclose and you're not being deceiving them.
जी, आपकी जो अभी कॉल आई, सॉरी आपसे फिर मसला करते क्लियर नहीं थी, हम आपका क्वेश्चन समझ गए. जो ये पेनल्टी आपको जो कह रहे थे पार्किंग का जो आपको मिला था 3 years ago under the Rehabilitation Act 1974, आपको डिस्क्लोज अगर करेंगे ना, अगर आप डिस्क्लोज करेंगे उसे, that will be very important even as a minor offence. जी वालेकुम सलाम, वेलकम. कौन कहाँ से? हेलो.
हेलो.
I don't think आवाज़ आ रही है. जी आप ज़ोर से बोलें, आपकी you're on live on the program. Hello. No, this again, sorry about this, the problems we're having, telephone connections at the moment. It's been throughout the program. तो ठीक है, obviously this अभी तो क्वेश्चन का हमने जवाब दे दिया. यही हम बात कर रहे थे कैपिटल इन्फोर्समेंट के बारे में. सो अगर किसी लोगों के पास अगर कोई लेटर्स इस तरह के आते हैं कैपिटल इन्फोर्समेंट के फ्रॉम द UKBA बॉर्डर एजेंसी, तो आप घबराएं नहीं, आप हमें उससे कांटेक्ट करें जो भी लेटर्स आते हैं, और इंशाल्लाह उन्होंने एक ये ग्रुप बनाई, ये थ्रू आउट यूनाइटेड किंगडम ये इस वक्त उनके ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं as a body in working in hand in conjunction with UKBA border agency. तो शायद अभी ये again viewers को ये बताना है, because £18,600 is threshold for spouse visas. Yeah. It is still the same. Is there any changes on that, or अभी हमें तो पता है अभी नहीं है, थोड़ा सा उस पर बात करें.
Yeah, बिल्कुल. Obviously जो 18,600 का जो requirement है, financial requirement, obviously it's very unfair, because जो आपकी average salary UK में है, it's around £12,000. So to expect somebody to be earning above and beyond what is the national average salary for majority of the people is quite unfair. And not only that, if somebody is getting married to someone who is quite wealthy, their financial situation is not actually taken into account when determining this 18,600 criteria. So if your spouse is quite well off and he can actually quite easily meet or go beyond that, his financial status is not taken into account.
But the rules have actually said if they do put an application jata hai spouse ke 13,600 will maybe consider, because that being the basic average wage in United Kingdom.
That's right. Obviously it is down to the discretion of the Home Office, as the viewers already know, but obviously as the law or the rule stands, the minimum requirement is 18,600.
And also ये भी mention करते रहे that जो पहला child होगा
the first child you required to have 3,800, and any subsequent children you need to have further 2,400.
That's right. तो अगर आपके पास कोई ऐसे केस है for spouse visa, तो आप competent solicitor से contact करें. हम आपके solicitors हैं, we're more than happy to give you that help and advice. You can contact us, हमारे ईमेल एड्रेस पे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं आप, ऑफ एयर कंट्रोल रूम से नंबर ले सकते हैं हमारे, और इंशाल्लाह हम आपको कोशिश करेंगे आपकी हेल्प करने की। राज, अभी टाइम रन आउट हो रहा है, आपसे ये कहना चाहता हूँ, आप ज़रा से ये बता दें, then with the legal aid, with the criminal kind of offences, our services are available throughout. थोड़ा सा ये बता दें, and so we can finish on that.
Yeah, as I said before, any person got any legal matter,
any criminal issue,
anything, we are quite happy to travel to different cities. We cover all the courts, and we will be able to assist them in any way. Yeah, and the only thing is they have to ring us, contact us, and we will be there. We will give free legal advice initially, and then we'll apply for legal aid. I'll be free of charge representation depending on the financial circumstances.
तो सब ये उर्दू में भी कह रहे हैं, पंजाबी में कह रहे हैं, सब व्यूअर्स को पता चल जाए तो राज चोपड़ा साहब जो भी कह रहे हैं तो उनको भी समझ आ जाएगी, तो अच्छा लगेगा to the community.
किसी को कोई भी मसला है पुलिस के साथ, तो हम उनको रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. लीगल एड इज़ अवेलेबल, डिपेंड उनके ज़ाती फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन के डिपेंड करता है कि उनकी कितनी इनकम है हस्बैंड वाइफ की मिला के. एज आई सेड 12,700 से नीचे होनी चाहिए, और इफ़ दे आर ऑन बेनिफिट्स दे आर एलिजिबल फॉर लीगल एड, and we can travel anywhere in the United Kingdom to represent, apart from Scotland.
Yes, Scottish laws.
Yeah, laws are different, and I'm a qualified solicitor for many years of experience in road traffic, criminal matters, trading standard, custom excise को जो income tax का कोई मसला हो, किसी चीज़ का भी हो, and we are there to help.
Very good.
हमारा नंबर उनके पास ले लें, and हमसे किसी टाइम भी फ़ोन करके बात कर लें, अपॉइंटमेंट बना लें, we will be there to assist them.
So the advice and help is available. And I equally share the way ahead on the immigration litigation side, we'll be more than happy. तो बस ये views से ये कहना था, आज का प्रोग्राम हमारा ख़त्म हो गया, अब टाइम रन आउट हो चुका है. I've been told because of the technicalities, हमने फिर भी इसे कोशिश ये करी थी अपने व्यूज़ को कुछ information देते रहें. Obviously we got plenty of information to give. और आपका जो इंटरैक्टिव प्रोग्राम था उसके फिर माजरत करते हैं because of the technicality problems, but next week inshallah we'll be back on, everything should be normal. और हमारे साथ यही होएगा that we're here to discuss news and views and new laws and new regulations. आप अपने जो भी काम हो, जो भी इशू हो, तो आप अपने कोई कॉम्पिटेंट सोलिसिटर से कॉन्टेक्ट करें. हम सब यहाँ जो बैठे हैं सब सोलिसिटर्स हैं, लीगली क्वालिफाइड बंदे हैं, and we to give a very good advice to the communities. We go across, जैसे राज ने बताया था, शायद ने भी मेंशन करा था, that we're here to help and serve the community. So अब से बस ये कहना था, व्यूज़ को ये कहना है that again ईद मिलाद नबी प्रोग्राम हो रहा है, और इंशाल्लाह आप उसमें उस जश्न में इंजॉय करें. फैमिली सबको मेरी तरफ से बहुत ही मुबारक, एंड एंजॉय दिस फेस्टिव जो हमारा ये बहुत बड़ा एक अजीम ये पीरियड है ऑफ दिस ईद मिलाद नबी का प्रोग्राम. उसमें ज़रूर इसमें शिरकत करें, और ईद ज़ियारत से भी उसके भी हमें व्यूज़ों को मुबारकबाद देते हैं. और इंशाल्लाह आप हमारा प्रोग्राम देखते रहे, लीगल मैटर्स एंड कानूनी मशवरे. और आइंदा के नेक्स्ट वीक की इजाज़त दें मुझे, इमरान रिजवी को, मेरी टीम को, शाहिद मंसूर को, राज चोपड़ा को, और नेक्स्ट वीक फिर इंशाल्लाह हम हाजिर होंगे to take your views, legal matters, immigration, litigation and representation. शुक्रिया, खुदा हाफिज़.